with these words, hijacked with these terrorists, the name of Islam, the image of Islam. Therefore, I didn't come here, I became, of course, for a discussion, interaction discussion. You are important, not me. I'm sure if you wanted, you can hear me from go to YouTube and you can have got at least 100 videos there, for example. We want to hear what you want to say. This is important. Because you are important. You young are important. You are the shoulder, Islam is in your shoulder. Islam is an amana which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to us. To me. To give it to you, but I destroyed, unfortunately. I, the older generation. But inshallah, we can, together, we can repent. And we can repair it. May Allah bless you all, and of course, after that we can.
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to introduce the first topic, Islam and terrorism. As I said, in the light of recent events that have happened in the news, a lot of things have happened recently. For example, in March in Brussels, 35 people were killed. In February, Boko Haram, 86 people were killed. In November, Paris, 137 people were killed. This was all supposedly in the name of Islam. And yet we say Islam is a religion of peace. So this is to the panel. I would just like to ask how we equate with realities. So basically what I'm trying to say is all the terrorist attacks by supposed Muslims with the belief that Islam is a religion of peace. I mean, what are your views on this in the reference to the Quran? Who would like to start?
Right. My response to that, I will sit down and listen, which is what I do best, and listen to learn from our Honorable Sheikh. He is the one who is well prepared to show us the way. Is Islam actually really a religion of terrorists? Is Islam actually really a religion of rebellion? Is Islam really not the religion of fun, as he rightly put it? This is what all of us here are here sitting and waiting to hear from him according to Quranic injunction and the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So please, this topic, I'm not trying to change the modality of your event, but I would like to leave the topic as it is to our Honorable Sheikh to deal with it. If there comes any questions regarding the topic, any worries, any shady or clueless ideas in your mind, let it wait after we have listened, and I promise Sheikh, none of us is going to get up before you finish.
But as I said, again, is interaction. You're welcome to ask anytime you say that. I give you saying to say or not. I say or stop to make some say. Islam, terrorism, terrorist. What we call it, religion of Islam is a peace. Islam means peace and submission to Ar-Rahman. We have 114 chapter of the Holy Quran. One, it hasn't got a Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. That means everything is from Ar-Rahman. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the most peaceful man in the world. Therefore, how could we bring it as Islam, as a Islamophobia? Terrorist. We have nothing called in Islam Jihad as a holy war. There is no holy war in Islam. any time which the Quran refers to the war, holy war is Christianity. War is a total war. Why? Anytime is a jihad, jihad fi sabilillah, jihad fina. These are jihad means strive to get yourself better and better. Al-Sayyuti rahimahullah was saying there's 16 different type of jihad. Jihad bil lisan, talk. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Da'i ila Allah sirajan munira. Da'i ila Allah. Talk, but Jihad bil qalam. Jihad bil qalam. The writing is sharper than the thought. Jihad bil mal. With your pen. And jihad bil nafs. And many other jihad bil nafs is when you do hold your body, hold your life, physical, spiritual, mental, all goes for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is jihad, strive to be better and better. If each of us strive to be better, there is no more good. There is all going to be peace. Therefore, he's talking about, with all respect, talking about the jihadis. We haven't got anything called jihadi. It's not the word in Arabic, jihadi. With all respect, half of the Pakistanis and half of the Urdus and half of the Arabic, they're getting together called jihadi. In Arabic, it doesn't mean it. What is happening, of course, these people, of course, again, they have to understand, the Western have to understand the war of jihad does not mean the war against, for example, infidel or holy war, or the war for the killing of it. It does not mean at all. I said in the United Nations, I said it in the House of Lords, I said it to Prime Minister Gordon Brown, I said it to many others, I said it in Parliament. I advised them, I said jihad is wrong talking. But they want to, of course, unfortunately, inject Islam with the poison, like this. Islamophobia. I'll come back to the terrorism as well later, which is Islam. Islamophobia. We haven't got a word called Islamophobia. It's a xenophobia. There is a made xenophobia, that means fear of something. Now you say fear of Islam in 22 decades. How come in 2 decades suddenly Islam changed? How come changed? The Sharia hasn't been changed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasn't been changed. The Holy Quran hasn't been changed. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam hasn't been changed. Nothing has been changed. Are they changed? No. Nothing has been changed. Then how come? How come fear? 1,500 years we have no fear of Islam. Islam was most respectable about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So respected. How come the fear? Who made this fear? These are important things, my brothers and sisters, we know. Perhaps we can call it a Muslimophobia. Islam is a beauty. Islam is a religion, deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam is a deen of Ar-Rahman. Islam is a deen of Al-Wadud, the loved one, the source of love. How could we connect Islam with the evils? How did we come to this situation that Islam gone so low and the Muslims so degraded? What is that? Is that because we are out of the realm of Islam? We do not care about Islam. We do not respect Islam. We do anything we like, drink and the womanizing and the rape and the grooming and the drugs and the whatever the Muslim want to do. And of course the people get it. Or the West want wealth of Islam, we got billions of dollars of oil we have. These are the facts which I have said here, I said it in television, BBC, radio, you name it. These are important, they know the fact, and they know it. Therefore, nothing is wrong with Islam. Islam hasn't been changed. Islam is a religion of beauty, religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the peace, the only true peace between a brotherhood, between a human can come from Islam. Nothing else can bring it peace against except our Islam. Therefore, now we come back to the brothers and sisters, we come back. You have to remember, is that our fault? You can ask. So I'm asking you, our fault? We say mortgage is haram, everybody got a mortgage, 90% got a mortgage. We are selling drink and buying and drink and going around the drink is haram, as many shops are doing, the corner shop are doing. When we hear the adhan, he says, Allahu Akbar. Huh? Allahu Akbar. He said, what Allahu Akbar? If you neglect it, what Allahu Akbar? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. What ashhadu an la ilaha illallah? Hayya ala salah. Come to the prayer. Hayya ala falah. Do you understand what I'm saying? You turn back your face. Therefore, we see that Islam and it may not be our fault. Again, it is a debate about it. How we can do, how I can save these youth. Yesterday they came to me, a family, and with a child was 13. He said, Sheikh, my son doesn't believe Allah. 13 years old. Very little. Look at that. Little gentleman which is likely. No, yes, smart, mashallah. Very small was it, I said, how come you're too young? How did the parents do it? He said, I haven't got any Muslim friends. And I find Muslim friends or somebody to look after. All was English friends. Fine. Now we come in, if you come to the jihadists, how much got 5 minutes, 2 minutes? Okay? Now, if you come to the jihadis, if you come to the terrorists, Islam hasn't got a terrorist. Prophet ﷺ was the most beautiful, most kindest person in the world. How could you say he was a jihadist or he was a, what the name that you give it to him? What these French or whatever the name give it to him. SubhanAllah. He was most kindest person. Therefore, brothers and sisters, and the Quran is started with the Rahman, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It started with the Rahman, it started with the heaven, it started with the guidance, it started with, and everything is from the Rahman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Wa Rahman wasa'a kulla shay. Everything is and you might want to do Islam Medina. This is a deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyone come to it is a paradise open for him. If I'm telling lies, it's a brother telling lies. Anyone coming at the end, inshallah, go to Jannah and paradise. Anyone says La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you go to heaven. This is a subhanahu wa ta'ala. إن الله لا يغفر من يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not forgive anyone who bring a partner, shirk for him, son or daughter or whatever to him. But يغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء. Anybody after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can forgive. A criminal and the worst things, my brother and sister, you're doing. He says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Do not be disappointed of rahmat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not say Allah will not forgive me, no matter what you do. Do not say it is a criminal thing if you say. It is the greatest sin if you say, if you kill 100%. Because you stopped Allah, you say Allah hasn't got that authority to save me. Therefore, we should always look at rahmat Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what sort of terrorism is it? The terrorists, they are evil people. I tell you what two way of the terrorism we have, which I talked about. Some people get it from other countries, a box of dollar money, take it to somebody else's. Look how the terrorism coming. He took it to somebody else's. He says, here you are. Can you make a disturb to this country? We want oil. Division and the rule. A box of, we have laws of bad Muslim like me as well. You know what I'm saying. It's not all Muslim like our brothers or sisters. A box of money, and you got a few friends as well. He said, give me 10,000 each. Suddenly stand up. Hello, da. And after that, everybody comes. What is that? Da. And they leave. That 10 leave, and everybody shouting and screaming, police come in and da. And this goes. And after that, what happened? He beat me. I want to, instead of that, we don't do it for Islam. We do it as a revenge. He suddenly come and shoot me. The police. And I shoot him. He shoot me. And suddenly whole country comes to this. It's a revenge we take. And the terrorism, again, nothing to do with Islam. These are the people which they're doing, getting the money. And they do it. And some innocent people in the middle, they come and get destroyed. And after that is revenge. Have a look at you can look at the Syria. What happened in Syria? It started from homes. If you look at the history, of the father of the Assad, I'm not a political, I'm theological, but it's written down, all in the history. Father of Assad killed about 40,000 people 20 years ago, 30 years ago, how many years ago. And now they try to revenge and whole country destroyed. Whole country destroyed. You think about it was about the Alavis and the Shias, the Sunnis, they're all brothers. Anyone say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the last prophet. You understand what I'm saying? He's a Muslim. His life, his wealth, his everything is sacred. These people are not Muslim at all. These people like it destroyed. In the Holy Quran, I have about 90, of course. There is now over 100, 109 or something like that, more or less. We got verses after coming as a talk to the infidel and the warrior was infidel. These are, we are not saying is closed-ended, is open-ended. I cannot say, again, Allah is open-ended. Can be applied in this day and time, but you do not take a little bit of a verse out of the context and only the verse go and kill the people, kill the innocent people. This is an evil. It's out of the context. If you look at these ones they see. You see why the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. How they say it. Where you have to use it. Some of our scholars which sitting somewhere in the other kind of the world and they don't know what they're talking about. They come and give you fatwa. But you have to go and kill the innocent. 50 killed here, 100 killed here, 1,000 killed. And you know what we have now? The Islam is in turmoil. The Islam is destroyed. Islam completely destroyed. How many